to What Remains of Edith Finch, the playthrough. This is part 4. The last playthrough, we saw Barbara's story. She was the one that was the child actress, and she died. She was probably murdered by her boyfriend. But we saw this comic book version where it was done in a comic book style, where we saw the night of when she died. Then we saw Walter's story, and in Walter's story, he was hiding under the bed when it happened, and he became a recluse. He lived in like a storm shelter or a bomb shelter under their house for years and years, and we got to see a little bit of his life as well. So there we are. We've gone through 3 episodes so far, and this is part 4. And so let's just start it back up. Why does... Okay.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Every time. Inverted. Brightness. And music. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so let's do this.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Peanut butter.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Years of trash. What else can we see? Just supplies, things like that. Okay, let's go out. There's that sledgehammer used to get out into the...
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Onto the train tracks, I believe. Yep, train tracks. Which way do we go? There we go.
Now that there's only one of us left. Or maybe 2. I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Huh. Wonder why that's up there.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Okay. Sorry, just looking around. I like
But I
the
thought
scenery.
you should know about your family.
Is that a totem pole? I lived in Alaska for a while, Sitka, Alaska, and there was a park called Totem Park, and you could go around, and you could there was these speakers, and you could push the button, and you get a little bit of a history of the park or the lands before the park. Actually, the Native Americans, their war with the Russians, because the Russia owned. Alaska before we did, and then they also had a center where they would actually make totem poles as well as jewelry. And I think they sold the jewelry to help fund the park and the thing. So, but as a kid, that's where I played all the time. Totem Park. Me and my friends were always at Totem Park playing. Often, though, it was a great place to play.
And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
You go back the other way. I saw those stairs over there. I just wanted to see what was over here. And up the stairs we go. The creaky stairs.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Let's look at
3
this.
of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh, there's those, or the chirpy burpy, this was from Edie's room right here. There's a dog, cat, Coco, Bailey. I don't know who Bailey is. Shatsy. Okay, let's move on. That's the pet cemetery. Let's
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
There's Molly and her imagination. There's Calvin, who wanted to fly. In fact, I thought I saw that swing over there somewhere. Maybe we'll see it. We'll pass it. Sven the builder, the one who built the house. Edie, the matriarch of the family. Walter, hit by a train on the day he wanted to live. And Barbara Finch. Wait, did I say no? Molly Finch. Barbara Finch, the child star.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Okay, let's take a look.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
We had to go back this way. Can we go around? No. Let's go back down. There's, I think there's
was always easier for me to understand.
There's another path here.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Gregory Finch, we haven't got his
Her dad
story.
had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
There's Sam Finch. He was the one that was in the service. I think. They said he joined the service. And Gus. Died 82, 83, and 77. We haven't got their stories yet, so we'll get to them. What else we got here?
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Okay.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
There it is. Right there. The infamous swing. They got Calvin. Kind of ways down, too. Let's face it, we've all tried to see how high we could swing on a swing.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
You can become one of your family members if you don't watch out. Let's head up this way. Alright, let's see whose room this is.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
And I have to say that this all makes sense. I like how well designed this game is, because this is all stuff that was added to the house on top of it. But if they keep closing the rooms after somebody dies, like they say, okay, now we're going to lock up this room and it's going to be like a memorial to them, then they have to add to the house, because the new people that get born can't live in those old rooms, so now they got to add to the house, add on, add up. So I think it actually, just from a complete story standpoint, this all makes sense.
They were both pretty intense.
Okay, what do we got here? There's a door there, but we're not going to go there yet. There's a shiny there, but we're not going to go there yet. Let's take a look around here. Okay. We have airline tickets. Maybe we'll learn about that. About who that is.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Alright. Let's see if we get some story here.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
So S Finch, that must be Sam. Okay, what am I supposed to be doing here?
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
I'm over here, Dad.
Just need to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can hit the road.
What?
Ah, there we go. That's what I was supposed to be doing.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
So what are we trying to do here? Another picture, I'm assuming.
Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Okay.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though. Aw.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper. Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
It's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Of course. Another death for the Finch family.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
And that was Sam. Alright, let's close it. So let's head over here. Open this up. Okay. MREs, meal ready to eat. That's from the service. Like I said, I think Sam was the one they said joined the service.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Just say before we do the shiny, we have Gregory, Dawn. She was the one from the video. I mean, from the hunting trip. And Gus. Okay, then now
I can't
let's...
imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw.
Okay, come on.
It sure made him happy. I know how silly it sounds.
that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. Hey, there's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Yep. Another one. 1976, 1977. And that box we saw in Sam's room, which filled with Kay's stuff, that must have been after they split up. And he was putting her stuff in the box after the divorce. Okay. This is such a fun, happy game. I like the stories. Wait, hold on. What does this say? Raise flag. Breakfast. Quiet time. Sweep trash. Mop, mow yard. And Gregory be a baby. Jump rope. Times 100. Jumping jacks 150. Push-ups 100. Crunches 100. Run to mailbox and back. Yep. Let me get up here.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Okay, I think this is a good stopping point. So we got two stories in. We got Sam's story, which was actually Dawn's story with their little hunting trip, taking pictures, and he falls off the cliff, of course. And then now we have Gregory's story where he's in the bath and he's seeing all those things. So we got two stories in. I'm going to cut it off here. If you enjoy this, hit like or subscribe. And have a blessed day and see you next time.